guys, it is that time of the month. At the end of every month, I'm going to be doing my top movies of the month for you guys. And then also at the end of the month, I'm going to be doing my top movies of the next month, or most anticipated in the next month. So, as is standard in these videos by now, I'm going to give you my top movies in order. And I'm going to explain one or two reasons why they're there. And if you have any ones that I forgot, if you have any you want to put on there, if you have any you disagree with or agree with, let me know your favorites in the comments. Let me know your opinions on things and we can discuss. As always, like, subscribe, and comment. So, to begin this off, I will start off by saying January is always a slow month for movies. So I did not see a ton this month. I think I only saw about 4 this month. And one of them just came out on Peacock, so I'm counting it this month. So, given that, it was still an okay month with some movies in here that I really enjoyed thoroughly. So with that being said, we're going to go from number 4 all the way to number 1. And like I said, if I remember any, I will do an honorable mentions section in this video, but if I don't, I'm going to do these 4. So, starting off with number 4 is a movie that was at Fantastic Fest that I had heard about that was called Sick by Kevin Williamson. It was directed by him. I heard a lot of buzz about this film, about how it was a COVID slasher, and I didn't know what that entirely meant. I'm not going to go into too much detail on it because it is obviously 4. I wouldn't say I hated it. It was just an okay slasher film. You know, it's not anything miles above some of the best slasher films. It's not the worst. It was just an okay kind of generic slasher film based on a real life event we all had to go through, basically. So that's Sick by Kevin Williamson. I just watched that on Peacock, so that's number 4. Now, these top 3 spots were highly debated, and trust me, I went back and I really debated these top 3 spots. Number 3 is Megan. Megan's number 3 because while I did enjoy the movie, while I thought it was a good killer doll / robot movie, the one thing that was missing for me in this film was the violence and the gore. Because this movie was originally supposed to be rated R, right? But the violence and the gore, if it was rated R, I feel like it would have had more of an impact on me than it being PG-13. And I think that's just one of the main reasons it's not in that top 2 spot. But it was a good overall film. I think there was some gore and violence in there, and I hope for the second one they keep it rated R, and I hope they re-release some version that is rated R, because I feel like that version is really the one that will knock people away. So that's number 3 for you. 2 and 1. This one's going to be probably highly debated about people, but these are one just based on the ones I saw. Number 2 is House Party. I went into this film not seeing the original, just seeing that LeBron had a hand in producing this one. It was taking place at LeBron's house, and the trailers seemed like it was a funny, kind of like my audience geared funny, like a movie, like a teen party movie, which I instantly am cool with those. I like all of those movies. Project X, probably one of my favorite type of those movies. I went in this film, think it was going to be funny, think it was going to be really good. There was a lot of cameos and surprises in this film, which I loved, because a lot of those I knew, which was really cool. I went in this film thinking this was going to be funny, fun ride, and that's exactly what it was. But I think I underestimated how funny this movie could be. This movie was funny the whole way through. I cannot stop laughing. I think LeBron did a better job with this than Space Jam 2. And so House Party is number 2 for those few reasons. Now, number 1, and I think most of you will agree with this if you've seen this movie in this month. At least it's in your top of your list. Number 1 is Missing. And why Missing is number 1 is because I told you guys I love Searching. I love what they did with that film. I love how they handled that film. So going into Missing, I thought it was going to be the same as Searching or maybe better. I walked into this film high expectations, expecting a lot from this movie. I will tell you right now, this movie completely surprised me in a good way. I went into this expecting twists, turns, mysteries, all of that, and it completely exceeded that. This movie is a very suspenseful, thrilling, horrifying, shocking tale about a girl's mom going missing, and what you think is happening, it goes in all these different directions to where you don't know what the ending is going to be. The ending, I will say, while I did enjoy it, it was kind of, I feel like they could have done it better. I'm not going to get into it. For those of you who've seen it, probably know what I'm talking about, but I went in this movie thinking it was going to be the same as Searching, but it completely exceeded that film, and it completely exceeded my expectations. It was a really good movie. And I hope they do more of these type of genre bending films, if that's what you want to call it, with the video camera, which I think that's a really cool concept for, directors to take on. So this was my top 4 movies of January 2023. I look forward to February. We got a big month coming. That movie of most anticipated of February will be out tomorrow. I'm working on my list for that video tonight. That will be out tomorrow. A lot of films. I'm going to try to condense it and maybe just fit 20 in there, maybe 15. Depends how many I can think of. But that was my top movies of January. As always, keep supporting and catch you in the next upload.